Got a lot of shit just to talk on this here Kloss show.
Oh yeah.
Cause a commotion talking about the young
Yep.
Don't listen again. We've got one mic
One microphone.
this week
We're really close.
because we broke. Somebody broke. We're not sure
We're
who.
not sure who,
One
honestly.
of us broke the
Yeah.
audio interface.
But it's okay. We're gonna make it work.
So it's going to sound like shit this week. But there's another one in the mail. So this is a one off episode like this.
Right. This is not the closest I've ever been to you.
Anyways, what do you got for me?
Well, since we were singing one of his songs, we can start off with Young Thug.
Young Thug. He's going to be in prison for a long time.
I think he's facing life.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Whoo! Life in prison. You know, that's what you get for making terrible mass music. Make horrible music.
I don't think you should be arrested for life for making horrible music.
Well, I mean, but for racketeering.
What does that mean?
Racketeering, that's like
That sounds like
it's organized crime essentially. It's essentially having an illegal business where you have employees but it's illegally ran.
okay.
So it's but they also threw in possession of a machine gun in there as well.
What the fuck was he doing with a machine gun?
Racketeering, defending his drugs, I
He kind
guess.
of looks like Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls.
The,
Young Thug. You don't see it?
nah, he's too skinny for that.
He looks just like Mojo Jojo. So I'm just imagining like Mojo Jojo with a fucking machine gun, racketeering.
But yeah, he had a machine gun and was having people sell drugs for him, I guess.
Damn.
And Gunna, the rapper, you know, the brand new up, got no keys. Tell my clothes no starch, please. Soon as I nut, you can go, please. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed.
Just letting
He's in that
I let
song.
him sing that whole song. I knew who he was the whole time.
That's Lil Baby doing that part,
Oh.
but Gunna is in that song, I think.
I
I
know who that
believe.
is.
Right? Is it Gunna in that song?
Don't know.
Yo, Ferrari like Pikachu.
I just know he used to date Chloe Bailey. I know that. That's
Is
all
she
I know.
hot?
I think so.
She have a fat ass.
She does.
She related to the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at me go.
Yeah, you're doing so good.
Yeah, the Black Little Mermaid.
Period. Let's keep talking about Young Thug. Then we can get into that. We'll talk about Disney later.
Oh yeah, those fuckers. But yeah, Young Thug, he's going away for a long time.
So he got arrested for racketeering, machine gun
Machine gunnery,
possession, um,
some other stuff, and Gunna snitched on him. And he says, "I didn't snitch," and then immediately somebody put out a cell phone recording of him in court saying like YSL needs to go down for gang activities and all types of craziness. So he
What the fuck is YSL? The brand?
that was the record label, I guess. They're saying that they were selling drugs or something. They got RICO'd. They got a 56-page RICO on them.
Well, with the fucking gang name like YSL, I feel like he deserved it at that point.
Young Slime labels or something like that.
Stupid as fuck. It's so dumb.
But yeah, he'll be going away for a long time. Another brother down. Another one in there.
Where I'm kind of like. Right.
Speaking of prison,
Mm.
Tory
Are we getting
Lanez.
straight into that?
Tory Lanez. That's more important anyway
Right.
than stupid ass Young
Young
Thug.
Thug.
He had a couple good bangers, Young Thug. He did that song with oh yeah, he did that song with Earth Gang. That's his best song. Proud of you, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. You don't know that one?
I just
You,
feel like
you,
there's
baby.
so many like male rappers are just all sound. There's so many youngs, little babies, lils, and I don't care.
You don't care anymore.
I don't care.
You're over it.
I'm so over it.
I wish I was a rapper.
Oh,
God.
Little claws.
Big Claws. Claws in Effect would definitely be my rap name, but
Be careful before they find you.
I'd be a rapper because God, these guys it seems pretty fun to have like
Get arrested first, though.
I've been arrested. I got arrested when I was in like 5th grade
Oh.
for breaking some
You
windows.
have a mugshot?
No, I'd be so fire. It's somewhere. They did take one of me as a kid, but it's in a sealed record.
Damn, if you could find that and make some
They won't give
shirts,
it up.
that'd
Oh
be
my God, of me as a
claws in my
child,
future.
just
That'd
me
be
in 5th grade getting my
with your buzz
mugshot.
cut, probably.
Yeah, had a buzz cut.
That'd
Definitely my mom would cut my hair in the kitchen. Take a number one to it.
Ghetto as hell.
Yeah, just make my head as round as possible. Give me the round head.
Speaking of round head, let's go back to Tory.
Tory Lanez.
So the final verdict,
He's been
you gotta tell them because I don't really know.
he's been convicted. All
Okay.
3 charges.
What were the 3 charges?
Assault with a deadly weapon, negligent discharge of a
Mhm.
weapon in a vehicle, and possession of an unregistered firearm.
I know he's facing 25 years. I think.
22 years.
22
Maximum
years.
22 years. So if he gets sentenced to the maximum 22 years, he'll do about 10 or 11.
I think that
Unless he just acts
I-
up in prison. But they usually put the famous people in. They usually put the famous people where the white sex offenders go in
But
those
he's
types of
like,
prisons.
he has really bad anger issues. So I feel like he might actually, you know, have to be in jail longer.
No, when you're in prison and you're a short little bitch like that, you don't get to be angry. They put you in your place quick.
5'3".
They put you in your place quick if you're just a little guy.
Mm.
There ain't no faking it like that in prison. You can talk a big game and pretend you're a bit more angry than you are and oh, this and that on the outside, but when you're on the inside, somebody's gonna shake you down for those mackerels. But if he's got money though, so he'll be able to pay for protection because all you need is $300 a week and you're safe as fucking prison.
Okay. I mean, I guess honestly, I don't think that he deserves 22 years.
I say give him all the years. Give him all the years and send him to that prison in Colorado that just got ADX Florence. I say send him to ADX Florence. It got voted the worst prison in America in August this year.
I don't think. Okay, so I definitely feel like he deserves to be locked the fuck up because one, you lied, and then did you see that he made a music video where he was basically cutting up horse feet in the music video while talking shit about Megan, and didn't think that that would go to court?
Did they use that in court?
Yes.
I love when they break out the music videos in court. That's so good. It's always so funny. Like when they're because then you actually get a jury having to read like hop, top, drop, top, fuck y'all talking. I don't need it right now. In this song, they were talking about it's always just having to make this nonsense a literal. How do you take rap serious? These guys, and then that just goes to show with Gunna. Back to circle back to that. Is it weird that it kind of ruins the music for me a little bit when these guys snitch? I'm like,
No.
oh, the guy who was pretending to be gangster isn't actually very gangster.
Because why would you want to go to like you can't handle that shit. You can't handle being in jail. That's not some new nigga shit.
You used to have to go to prison before you even got respected for being a rapper.
Right. That's like some more old school rapper stuff. Like it's definitely not something anymore.
I don't know though, because Pooh Shiesty didn't get that famous until he got arrested for that shootout. He was famous, but not a super big name until he got into that shootout.
That's true. That's true.
He drove away in a green McLaren. Then he used the
most noticeable fucking.
then he used the police call in his music video.
Oh,
That's pretty gangster right there.
yeah.
I'm a fan of that. He's only doing about 5 years for that though.
I feel like
I think
he
he's
should
one
have
down.
maybe like 10 years.
If he gets 10, he'll do 5.
Okay, I don't feel like 5 is that bad.
I think give him 22 max sentence
Damn.
to the worst prison, but they'll put him in. Whenever you have money and you're famous, they put you in with the white pedophiles at those types of prisons
Is that better?
in like Nevada. Oh yeah, because they're all just little. Picture a pedophile, skinny, short, glasses, little guy, not intimidating.
That's not what I think of when I think of pedophile.
Well, that's what they mostly look like.
I think of like fat gym teacher,
Yeah, fat guy.
big stomach, kind of
Yeah,
scary looking.
can't really
deranged
fuck with
look in
you.
his eye,
Can't really fuck with you
glasses,
in
but like his
prison though.
arms are surprisingly ripped,
No,
like
no.
every mall Santa.
They look like the guy from GTA that gives you heist jobs.
Lester, the
Lester.
molest.
They look like Lester.
Yeah, you're right.
So they're not really going to do much to you. That's where they sent O.J. Simpson, Plaxico Burress,
I thought OJ
Mike
didn't go to
Vick.
jail.
O.J. Simpson got away with murder, and then he hired some movers when he was moving out of his house, and they stole some of his stuff. And he went to get it back, and they got him on camera. When he goes to take the stuff back, they try to leave, and he goes, "Sit your ass down," and wouldn't let him leave. They gave him 9 years for kidnapping. Give him the max. He'd had to do 9 years in prison.
What?
Yeah.
Why am I just finding out about
You didn't
this?
know this? This was a
No.
while ago. He's been out for a while now.
Damn.
But
So
they
he
threw
still went to jail regardless.
prison, yeah, for a whole different thing. Wait, years later, 10 years later after his other trial.
Mm,
But once they finally had him on something, they're like, throw the fucking book at him. We know he chopped that bitch's
he
head off.
definitely did.
Think so?
OJ did it.
He did an interview with the Nelk Boys talking about like, yeah, he's like, I don't know who killed her. Somebody knows. Who knows? Well, the killer. I don't know who it was.
Like that nigga is, and you can even see it in his face. Like he looks like
Hello,
a
Twitter
killer.
world.
He looks like a killer. Like that. He's scary.
He has the best Twitter. They won't. They refuse to verify him. Give him a blue check.
Good.
He's like, "Hello, Twitter world," and just he goes on, talks about what he did that day. He's
He's
really
like,
into
you
golf.
can see the look in Bill Cosby's eyes that he did it.
You can see the cataracts. See the rape. You can see the rape in those cataracts.
Same thing with R. Kelly. You can just tell when somebody's done it. Like
Yeah,
Tory had a look in his eye that he did that shit.
yeah. Oh, just steaming over all 5'3" of them.
And he kept bringing this kid to jail. I mean, not to jail. Sorry, to the courtroom.
He wore that stupid pink suit twice.
And got in firstly, he was in a domestic abuse thing with his wife or his baby mama in the first place, and wasn't allowed to see his kid, and then made sure he brought his kid to court to get sympathy points. Maybe it was for sympathy points, or maybe he really thought he was going to be convicted. But if
It's for the sympathy. Like, oh my god, that's what they always do. That shit for sympathy. Just like when that short little fat white guy Weinstein was like limping into court like a walker. That motherfucker doesn't need a walker. That motherfucker had a walker and 2 canes. That's an athletic feat at that point. If you're using a walker and 2 canes, come on now.
I just feel like I can understand bringing your child to the courthouse, because if you really thought that you were going to be convicted, then obviously you wouldn't.
Hell no. Hell no. You're not gonna bring your kid to court with you. That's traumatic. You fucking retarded?
You're right.
That doesn't make any sense.
He's like 4. You're right.
Yeah, let me just traumatize my kid real quick.
And wore these ridiculous fucking suits.
Pink.
Looking like a fucking leprechaun.
Wore a pink suit twice.
It would have made better.
He should have. They should have tacked on an extra 2 years for that suit. God, he looked like shit every time. First, he wore the gray suit, and I think his lawyer must have been like, "Bro, you don't wear a gray suit to court." And he's like, "All right." Shows up in a white pink. Are you fucking dumb?
Like a fucking flamingo.
Yeah, you fucking retarded.
Idiot.
Anyways, what else fucking happened in the world besides these dumb fucks getting locked up? More people going to prison. Rappers going to prison. Oh my god, I'm so shocked. Rappers are going to prison. Everybody, breaking news. Who would have ever thought rappers would go to prison? Whoa.
Tory Lanez isn't a rapper.
He's a rapper. If you look up,
Technically a singer.
if you go to his Wikipedia, it says he's a
That's
rapper.
because the world is racist.
He be rapping on his songs.
Barely. He's more of the songs that he's gotten popular for are all.
All right.
singing.
Anyways, what else we got?
He's a singer.
What else do we have?
Let me see. We watched the Avatar movie this weekend.
Oh my god. I endured the 3 hour middle. I don't know how the fuck they spent $450 million on that movie for starters. It was, oh my god. And the stereotypes came out. The stereotypes were out for that one. This fucking lady sitting behind us. You guys all know what she looked like, because the whole movie she just, oh my god. Oh no. Oh yeah. Nice.
That boy don't listen.
That boy don't listen. That boy don't listen. After he got tied up for like the third time, it was pretty annoying watching them get captured, freed, captured, freed, captured, freed. Like, come on, do something else in this fucking movie. It was so predictable.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. I knew they were gonna, spoiler. I knew they were gonna kill that one kid off because he didn't. I'm like, all right, they're gonna kill off one of them for this movie. It's not gonna be the dad because I already know he's in the other movies because I looked at the IMDb pages. It's not gonna.
Be the mom.
It might. I was thinking it might be the mom, but maybe not because she's like the only black actress they got. And not gonna be the son because he over here having love scenes that they cut out. But we'll get to that later with the light blue lady. It's not gonna be the daughters, the Sigourney Weaver clone lady, because they need to use her in other movies, and it's not gonna be the little kid daughter either, because they're not gonna kill a kid in a Disney movie. So obviously gonna be the oldest son who got like 4 lines in the whole thing. That's gonna be the one they killed off.
I'm being kind of like dumb because it was very predictable that he
Yeah.
died. Yeah,
I was like,
because
they
he
gotta
was like
kill
in
him
it for
off.
like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like, he
It
gonna
was
be
like
the
Chris Brown and Stomp the Yard.
because they were like, oh, why can't you be like your older brother? Okay, they're killing that older brother
The
off.
older brother literally disappears for like 10
Yeah,
minutes or the
they not.
entire movie.
Yeah, he gonna die. Then they have this. The final battle was so fucking dumb. It was this water battle where the light blue people show up
Mm.
and are helping the dark blue people.
Yeah.
And halfway through the battle, the light blue people just leave.
Literally, they disappear.
They just go away, and it's like, what? Why aren't they helping now? There's still like 40 dudes to kill. Where'd the light blue people go? They should have fucking all just rushed the half sunk ship.
Maybe we couldn't tell the light blue people from the dark blue people.
No, because when it got to the end, it was only the mom, the dad,
Mm.
the middle son, and the white kid, and then saving the two
There was
daughters.
also that the light blue girl from the other tribe.
No, she left that. She left halfway through.
No, she came back.
After they got recaptured, she was gone. After that,
She came back. Remember towards like when
that was at the middle part,
oh my
the
god!
end.
Please get to the part where that white boy saves his dad. Please get to that part.
Oh well, so then they have a pretty all right. Then because then he goes for like an underwater
Oh yeah,
scissor
that fight scene
choke.
was pretty good.
The two because they made the bad guy from the first movie. This is one thing I hate in movies when they take the bad guy and then just keep him as the bad guy in every single movie in the series. So they take the bad guy from the first movie, make him into a blue person for this one.
Mm.
So now he's like 7 feet tall and shit, and can put up a fight. He's the bad guy again, and he's beating the shit out of the main character. He's got an inverted underwater scissor choke on him with his calves, pretty nice. And just like every Harry Potter movie and every Disney movie, this big fucking fish just rams the shit out of the boat and conveniently breaks the choke, frees it up. Then the main character sinks a rear naked choke with both hooks in, though. They did include that. I was surprised that it was
Under the
actually,
chin.
they did it right. He had his hands the right way. He put his hand behind the other guy's head and then had both hooks in, got an underwater rear naked choke, drops the guy to the bottom of the ocean. He's unconscious underwater for a solid 10 minutes. And then his white son pulls him out of the water,
With dreadlocks.
saves him, white kid with dreadlocks, saves him, pulls him out of the water, and somehow this guy just regains consciousness and has no brain damage. You gotta be kidding me. Well, he got no oxygen to his brain
Well,
for
the blue
that
people
long.
can breathe a little longer than regular humans.
He was unconscious
You're right.
underwater
You're right.
for so long.
I was very happy that they did everything correct with the fighting because Claus would have probably got the fuck up and made us leave.
I
if the
wouldn't have
fighting
made us
scene was
leave, but
horrible.
because they're still blue people, and they were throwing some winging hooks and
Mm.
pretty ridiculous stuff when they were fighting on the beach. He just like fucking threw a bus driver uppercut from his fucking ankle.
I did like the bow and arrow scenes. I feel like those are pretty cool.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean,
No?
I wanted more gore. I'll show you some
Yeah.
good bow and arrow behavioring. Show you the new Rambo. When he bow and arrows people, they fucking explode. Limbs go all over the place. He kills the shit out of them with a bow and arrow. This one, and then she broke her bow and was like, "Who? My dad's bow. Who gives a fuck? It's a piece of wood." And
You're so horrible. Oh my god. But yeah, when the son died, there was this little kid. He was crying next to me. I felt so bad. I just thought it was hilarious because it
I'd
wasn't
give.
really that sad.
I was gonna give the movie a 6 out of 10, but then the end credits had a song by The Weeknd, so I lost it 0.2 points. So I give it a 5.8.
I still give it a 6. I don't hate the weekend that much.
He sucks so bad, and it did not need to be 3.5 hours long.
It
This
didn't really
movie,
feel like that to me.
it did to me. I was going, "Oh my god,
I
a
could
third!
totally see
They're
it.
gonna capture him a third time. This is absurd."
No, I was just saying bring the mic
Oh,
closer.
you're
Yeah, no, I'm
gonna
sorry, guys. We're
freaking
still on one mic.
the one mic. Yeah, she waved it in.
Mhm.
Oh my god, they capture him a third time. The whole premise is ridiculous. So the movie starts off. They've got like this alpha team. For the people I go for, the sky people, I'm always pulling for them. The bad guys, always hoping for more carnage.
Whatever.
they've got now like an alpha team of blue guys, and they made it like a point there was only 12 of them at the beginning. Well, way more than 12 get killed, so they fucked that part up in their continuity. But the kids are just conveniently happen to be where they land, strolling through the jungle, like, oh my god, the bad guys are here now. Happens to be the fucking main character's kids. He conveniently captures one of them. They break him free the first time at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Break them free. Then they go, oh my god, we've got to leave the jungle. They're gonna
But they
chase
take the
after
white
us.
boy with the dreads, though.
Yeah, they take the Bieber character.
So
They
you
go,
did
oh
hear
my
my pun.
god, yeah, they're gonna have to. We're gonna have to leave the jungle now. Let's go join the water people. They'll never find us there. As if they don't have fucking way better technology than us, but okay.
No, the
So
only
they,
reason why they
I
went
know, we'll get
down,
to that.
right?
So then they go across the sea for fucking 10 minutes of flying, which could have just been like, they should have just did a SpongeBob like 3 days later, and they get there.
Mm.
They're tired as shit. The blue people, the white blue people take them in, and then they've got a. They were racist kind of against the dark blue people. They're like, they don't know how to swim. They don't know how to use our
Yeah.
swimming eel things. They take another half hour teaching them how to do everything. God, that could have been 10 minutes. They took so long. The one dark blue boy and the light blue girl are starting to fall for each other a little bit, but their sex scene got cut. They spent $20 million on a sex scene between those two, and I guess it was a good one with hair pulling, doggy style, like a real half decent blue people porno.
I.
And they cut it out. So that leads me to believe that this was all just a big ruse for James Cameron to make himself a $20 million porn that he's going to keep for himself between these weird characters that he's obsessed with. These
That is
weird, like,
literally so weird.
culturally appropriated fucking characters. Bunch of
Yeah.
white people with fucking painted blue wearing dreadlocks and braids and shit.
No, literally.
So bizarre. And
But
so then
but us black people eat it up every
then
day.
there's then they had it. Then now that they don't just have a little racism, now there's some save the whales bullshit. They can talk to the whales, and there's like one outcast orca, the fucking middle child befriends the outcast orca whale. The other whales fucking are friends with the white blue people, and the bad guys start killing the whales. And at one point they show like why they're killing the whales, and they're like, yeah, see this tube of shit that we get out of each, we get about 80 million for each whale we kill. But if you think about it, for being that far in the future and all the crazy technology and shit they have, 80 million probably is only like 4 or 5 million of today's money.
Mm.
So I feel like they would have had to extinct that whole fucking whale race
I
to
think
keep
that's what
that
they were
war
trying
going.
to do, essentially. But go
Yeah.
ahead, continue.
And there's always some MacGuffin like that. The first time it was the energy from the tree. Now it's, oh, this will stop people from aging, the whales.
Mm.
What in the fuck? All right. They've got one, and it's only one boat too that they're fighting against the whole time. If they would have brought in a third and fourth boat, they'd have fucking trounced these light blue people, because they only brought, the battle was only like 30 light blue people, none of which died, besides the oldest son, and he was the dark blue one.
Mm.
And they freaking somehow beat the absolute dog shit out of hundreds of super well armed sky people.
I'm just saying, I think that it's very possible that that would happen. These
No.
people, yes, they're aliens. One,
Have you seen what happened
they're
when
like 7 foot tall. Two, they have these
bunch of
flying
Yao
fucking
Mings?
crazy fucking animals. Three, and then on top of that, Jake has been infiltrating their what's it called, their technology as well. So not only do they have
One
machine
guy had a
guns,
machine gun.
anyways,
The other ones had spears. One person had a bow, one had a machine gun, everyone else had spears.
but it's like
No. Going up against mech suits and machine guns and missiles and all types of stuff. And at one point they had to keep the plot going a little bit, they had these things called depth charges, which aren't actually what you're picturing as a depth charge, like those spiky balls that are in the ocean. They're just these grenades that they'd shoot into the water. And just to kind of save the movie a little bit, they go, no, 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 don't use any depth charges. We don't want to hurt the kids we need to capture. Because they would have fucking wrecked those guys if they would have just kept shooting those at them. They wouldn't have been able to get through that. They'd have destroyed those motherfuckers if they had to. They had to save that part of the plot. No, don't shoot him. We don't want to kill that kid that we're trying to capture. If they would have just fired those over there, it'd have been game over in a minute. That'd have been it.
Okay, maybe you're
They
right.
always have to put some little plot device in there so that they withhold them from using their technology because they'll just get destroyed.
I feel like it would have been a lot cooler of a movie if like the evil blue people were able to actually infiltrate the tribes and like pretend like they were actually a
If they
part of
would
it.
have,
That'd have been really cool.
they didn't do anything bad enough for me to hate them because all they did was burn that one village down. They didn't kill any of the other blue
Mhm.
people. If they would have got in there and just
Well,
absolutely genocided, if they would have just genocided a tribe,
they almost did.
they didn't though.
Yeah, you're right.
They didn't. They didn't do
almost
it. They burned this place down, and it's like,
But that was
oh
so
my god,
unnecessary.
yeah, fuck it. If anything, give me a reason to hate these guys because I'm rooting for these dudes. I want them to get the whales that can stop human aging on Earth. That'd be sick. If I was rich on Earth, I'd say, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll fund your war to keep me to stop aging.
You want to stop aging. You want to live forever.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because you know how
No.
rich you can get living forever?
But you know how agonizing that shit would be to live forever?
No. You get to see all the good shit at all times just to stop aging. It stops your aging when you're young.
So I get to look like this for the rest of my life.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you get to be sexy your whole life.
But maybe I don't know. I don't want to commit genocide for that to be a thing.
Fuck
Okay,
it.
that's
Out of sight, out of
selfish.
mind. It's on a different planet.
Oh my god. Speaking of that, actually, I don't think we have enough time to get into that.
It gets the whole military industrial complex up and running. But then, I mean, that's pretty much the whole premise right there. And then they get pissed off. The blue people somehow win again, even though they're so behind technology, arms wise, fighting skill, everything.
Not fighting skill.
Fighting
and
skill
not
they were.
agility.
Yes, because whenever they went up against somebody one on one, they
you
got their ass kicked.
But did you see the way the mom was able to do all that crazy shit? I feel like she was
She was
sick.
attacking people from the back the whole time.
But she had
And you know what was
agility.
also horseshit? They were like, I can hear my mom coming. I have my supersonic blue people hearing. But the freaking blue people for that the sky people made, why couldn't they hear them?
Because they literally just became blue people.
Come on.
They're literally
They could still
ingrained
hear.
within
They
the
would
culture.
still be able to be
They
like,
were
oh, I
born.
can hear that. I have
No,
the
not-
same
they're not a
hearing
part of the
ability.
same, but it's a specific. What's it called?
No, they she could hear her running through the woods. Is what
No,
it
they
was.
were. She was literally making like a whoo.
Yeah. Whoo! No, they heard her running through the woods before that. Before the whoo.
Really?
Whoo! Yeah.
Maybe I was not paying attention.
Yeah, you weren't paying attention, and it was just dumb. The blue people should have lost. It made no sense for them to win again.
No, I don't agree.
It didn't make any sense for them to win.
You're
The other
saying
people
this,
had
but if a
mech
sexy
suits.
chocolate lady.
They had like mech suits.
If you were in a situation where you were part of the sky people, and there was a sexy blue lady, you would go live your life over there.
I'm
with
taking
sexy
that
blue
bitch home with me as a trophy. I'm taking my 8-foot tall blue lady home with me
as a trophy.
with my fucking never aging again cream and becoming rich as fuck. Selling a little bit of that.
No, you would go live with her. And create.
Why would I want to live?
You'd rather be a 6'3" human rather than being like an 8'9" freaking beast giant that can do all this crazy shit. And then
They
also
live
still have the
outdoors.
mentality of a human
They live
being
outdoors.
to literally create.
They
the
don't
same
have
exact
cable.
thing.
They don't have internet. They don't have cars. They don't have air conditioning.
But you know how much cooler it'd be to actually just be living.
You know how they
just.
You notice how they just don't. How they just leave that part out. How they're just like, they don't wear any clothes. They all have no titty. They're just outside, and they don't even have ass either. And they're just outside, living outside, with no blankets, nothing. It's like, that is a miserable existence. I want blankets. I want a comfy ass bed. They're sleeping on a leather freaking floor. Hell no.
But we haven't even seen what the humans live like.
They're over on Earth in the future. You know they got that good.
You don't know that.
You know how good a mattress is in 2022? Imagine how good a mattress is in another 3,000 years from now.
Why do you think they're on this planet? They're trying to literally get something that they have.
They're trying to take their resources.
That's stupid.
That's what's going to happen in the future when we burn up all the resources on Earth. We have to start mining them. Elon Musk is trying to mine asteroids.
But literally, that's what I'm saying. All the resources were burnt up on Earth, so you don't know what the hell the Earth looks like now. They've never shown it in the movie.
It probably looks dope as fuck.
We probably need to watch the first movie again, but I just can't do that.
No, the first one sucked even worse than this one.
Right.
All right, we're going to take a quick little break. All right, and we're back. You know, talking about the fake military industrial complex of
And what
all
the
that.
future would look like.
Yeah, but we do that shit on America anyway.
Very true. Biden.
What's he doing?
Isn't he? Let me read his tweet to you. Actually,
Tweet Biden
I
tweets.
screenshotted it.
Oh, I'm tweeting that I'm at my keyboard now, and it's late at night, and I'm still up now, and I've been thinking a lot about my old girlfriend, my girlfriend I had before the war in which a lot of my brothers, they were serving at the restaurants for
All
all the
right.
people. Is that what his tweet
Oh
said?
no! You can read it actually in his voice. It's a
Okay,
great
what did
idea
he
for you.
say? In Ukraine's fight against Russia, unprovoked, unjust war, I'm proud to say they have never stood alone, and on my watch, they never will. Why is he standing like that? With you look at that guy's wearing sweatpants, dude. Zelensky, that's Zelensky. He's wearing a freaking sweater and sweatpants and a chain.
Oh
Our
god.
president's always suited up.
Always.
On their unprovoked war. Are you fucking kidding me? That is the most ridiculous thing to say that it's unprovoked.
So what is happening with? I feel like I've never really done research on that to be honest. So you can kind of explain it to me
So
a little bit.
forever we've been trying to squeeze the Ukraine out from Russia, get them over in the EU or whatever, the NATO and all that. So, but they've been trying to do it in a way that isn't just straight up come on over, let it slowly happen. That way they could try to steal it out from under Russia's nose a little bit. It's kind of like when a girl's in a relationship, but she starts kind of talking to other dudes on the side a little bit. That way she can just like monkey bar swing into a new relationship. That's what they were
That
trying
was
to.
very specific.
That's what they were trying to do. They were they were kind of undermining things over there a little bit in Russia, showing them the better way of life with how democracy could be.
Mhm.
And Putin just said, "Fuck that! I don't want NATO that close to my border. That's my separation between Russia and NATO is the Ukraine. I'm gonna fucking invade to keep this shit." So to call it unprovoked is a little
Mm,
propaganda, little
mm,
American propaganda, a little bit there.
problematic a little bit.
And it's like we've been doing shit over there for so long because I mean, shit, Biden's kid was working over there. Trump got impeached.
Trump's been,
Trump's impeachment had to do with something with the Ukraine.
and then on top of that, hasn't Trump been like bringing in Russian whores, like you always say?
Yeah, Trump always be loving a good Ukrainian whore.
Exactly. That's another
I
point.
love a good Ukrainian whore.
Isn't his wife that?
I don't know where my wife is from, one of those Ooga Booga countries. I don't really care. I don't know what she's saying half the time. Honestly, I don't listen to her. She has nothing interesting to say. No woman has anything interesting to say.
So
Besides
fuck men.
besides my CEOs that I hire the only good women all work for me in my companies. That's where they are.
The black woman driving
Yeah,
Mercedes.
that he bought for them.
um,
But
but yeah, so
he just gave them more money. How much more money did he give those fuckers?
I don't
What
even.
was he went over there asking for more money? How much did he give him?
I don't know. I don't have that on here. But I was just asking
You know that we've spent more money on the Ukrainian war than the Russians have?
why are we spending so much time over there?
Because
Why do we care that much? There's so
because
many problems here in America.
because we have now got new arms contracts with India, and that's the big one. Pretty much everybody that was buying weapons from Russia isn't buying them from Russia anymore. They're now buying them from us because they've seen how our shit from that we don't even use anymore, like the Javelin and stuff, is just absolutely trouncing the Russian military equipment.
Mm.
So they're buying shit from us now. So it just furthers that's who paid off. That's why they got Trump out of there, honestly. That's why they rigged the election because there's only been 3 presidents ever, not ever, and since the late or the early 1800s that haven't put us into war. McKinley, assassinated.
Right.
JFK, assassinated.
Right.
Donald Trump, impeached.
Damn.
So they immediately got Biden back in there so that he could continue the war machine, the military industrial complex. And the more that's where we get our money from. Those like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, all those guys.
But if that's where we get our money from, then why is there so much inflation and shit going on? I don't get it.
Oh, that's the Federal Reserve. That actually goes all the way back to the Titanic, another James
This
Cameron
is some
movie.
nerd shit. I swear. I
This
feel like
is nerd shit.
I feel like this is all very nerdy shit
What
because it's just all confusing as fuck. I'm so tired of this shit.
you're?
You don't agree?
What is some nerd shit?
I feel like politics and
Yeah, that's nerd shit.
all this damn war and gun shit, computers, CGI from the Avatar movie that we were talking about, fucking electricity,
Hold on a minute. Electricity is alpha shit.
nerd shit.
Only no. Only big dick fucking legends fuck with electricity.
Like who?
Galvani. No, Galvani was the loser. Actually, Volta. Alessandro Volta. Do you know that guy?
No.
You don't be knowing about Volta versus Galvani?
No.
Oh, you've thrown me right off from whatever I was going to describe about the Ukraine war because this is. I can't believe you don't know about this. Electricians, they were the first magicians.
Magician.
Oh yeah, you'll like that. Oh yeah, oh magicians. You fucking black people love magicians. So
You can't say that, Plaza. I can't.
yeah, whatever. So we got her interested now with magician talk. So
Definitely. I love Houdini.
we're gonna bring this. We're gonna bring start in the origins of electricity. So one day at the school, this dude came in with that ball from Spencer's with a crank on it, and he figured out how to generate like a couple volts of electricity. They didn't call it volts back then. Then that spawned the argument between natural electricity and animal electricity. Volta,
Animal.
they were saying that there's two types of electricity. There's electricity that God gives you and it's in all animals, and then there's natural electricity. But some people were saying there's only one type of electricity because your body has electricity in it. They're saying there's only one type. The type in your body in animals is the same type in everything else. Well, Galvani wrote this whole fucking Volta was one that would say, there's two types of electricity. So Galvani, to prove him wrong, did this little show where he had a wire and he'd rub his feet on the carpet real fast and generate a little bit of electricity, and he would touch it to like a squirrel and the squirrel would like twitch a little bit. And he goes, "See? There's different electricity in that squirrel." Because that's what magicians were. They would freaking rub their feet on the carpet and then touch a wire to like a bowl of liquor and it'd light on fire and shit. Back in the fucking 1800s, that was top notch shit right there.
That sounds like top notch shit to me now.
But they would use that crank thing to do it. And I'm getting off topic here. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Galvani wrote this whole slam piece article on Volta. Volta's an idiot for thinking that it's only one type of electricity. I've obviously proved that there's animal electricity. What a dumbass. Everyone point and laugh at Volta. And at this point, everybody's thinking, oh, Volta's an idiot. Volta's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Blah, blah, blah. And Volta goes, God fucking damn it. I am going to dedicate my fucking life to this. And then it began his fucking attempt to figure out how this shit actually works. And what did he do to start? He started putting different types of coins in his mouth. I can taste copper. That one's kind of different. He started putting different coins in his mouth, sucking on coins, trying to figure out which one had better continuity, all this stuff. Well, he eventually, with that same little cranky electric thing, he stuck it in water one day. And he had two different ways of doing it. He had one just a jar of water, and then he had one that he'd keep on some rubber. Well, he goes, all right, let me go ahead and put my fucking tongue in the water with the rubber on it, because the one that didn't have the rubber, it was grounding the electricity immediately. He put the little piece of rubber underneath there, and he would always test the shit with his mouth. This crazy motherfucker. He stuck his tongue in the water, and he said it literally blew his socks off, sent him across the room, fucking BAM! Holy fuck. Oh, no, it didn't kill him, but he goes, oh my God, my hair's sticking straight up now like every other scientist. That I can store electricity in this water. But I can't move it though, because the second I take it off this rubber thing, it goes away. I need to figure out a way to store electricity. Well, from sucking on all these coins, he somehow actually discovered that copper had the best continuity. We still use copper in wiring today. Sucking on coins, he figured that out. I don't know how the fuck he came up with that one. Volta is Italian. He's an Italian guy. Boppity boolio, sucking on the coin.
Okay.
But he figured out that copper did it the best. So he made like these big CDs.
Mm-hmm.
He would take a copper CD, and then he would take a piece of paper that he soaked in like a water chemical solution. Then another CD, another one, and just every other one. Paper CD, paper CD, paper CD, and stuck it about 6 feet tall. Called it Volta's pile. If you look it up. Then he had 2 wires running from the top of it. Well, what did he do with the 2 wires when he got him up there? Stuck those motherfuckers to his tongue and whammo! Fucking electrocuted him again, and he invented the battery by doing so. Yeah, that's still kind of how batteries are made, right there.
What the
Volta's pile invented the battery, wrote a whole slam piece on Galvani saying, I fucking knew it. There's only one type of electricity. I can store it now in these devices I made. I can store electricity. Absolutely bankrupted Galvani's little bitch ass. He fucking died homeless and alone and broke. Said, fuck you. Got his revenge, Volta.
I wonder what Volta's sign is.
Volta? Alessandro Volta? Look that up.
How do I spell that?
I'm not even sure if that's his actual first name, but if you type in Volta, that's what they named Voltage after. Volta. It is Alessandro. Look at that.
An Aquarius.
Hey, look at that shit. Aquarius gang. So if you think that's nerd shit, then you can fuck yourself because that's.
I guess I'm fucking myself because you just went on that whole spiel just for me to still confirm that it's nerd
It's
shit.
cool. They were magicians.
It's cool.
They had those hats, those sweet magician hats. That's where it comes from.
From what? From
the
electricity?
electricians, yeah.
Interesting.
I could go all the way back. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit from Ben Franklin, but we just got to the Volta Galvani
Didn't
part.
he get like electrocuted by?
Yeah, he had a key on a kite that he had in the air, and he actually discovered quite a bit from doing that, positive and the neutrons and the electrons, and he figured out quite a bit from that.
I learned a lot about him because I went to a school. I mean, I lived in a town.
He was a
named
cool
after
dude.
him.
Ben Franklin.
It was called.
He was
Franklin.
way into hookers.
Oh my god.
He loved whores. He was over in Europe for most of his life too. But we'll go to Ben Franklin another day.
Okay.
But let me go back to describing the Ukraine war to you. So we dump a ton of money into it because the government is essentially paid off by those big arm dealers and everything. We watched Vice. You didn't get that from the no.
I didn't pay attention to Vice.
Okay, well,
I hated that movie.
Those
The one with Dick Cheney.
Yeah, the no bid contracts still to this day is where they make trillions of dollars to sell. As long as we're in war and the government's buying up these arms, those guys are happy. And they're putting the people they want in power.
I don't want another war. That doesn't sound like a good time for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why they rigged the election to get Biden in there.
So we can have a war.
That way that they can keep
Did we have
selling
a war
their
with
arms.
Obama?
Yeah, oh my God, Obama launched more bombs than any president ever.
Oh my God.
By far, he's fucking
stayed.
They call them Obama, like they'd bomb.
Where did he
bombing. Oh my God, the entire Middle East he bombed. That's why they all hate us over there.
That makes so much sense.
He bombed it. He launched more bombs.
Every Call of Duty game makes more sense to me now.
Yeah, that starts from George Bush to that too, but Obama stayed shooting bombs every other fucking week. He was blowing somebody up.
I don't like presidency. I don't like that.
Obama.
Yeah,
that's what they'd call him, Obama.
Oh my God. Now we have a boomer and they're bombing shit too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because he was his VP. That was Obama's VP.
Oh shit! My grandma needed to learn that for her citizenship.
She
used to make me listen to like the podcast. Well, not a podcast, but it was like a CD, and we'd just like go over her tests for the citizenship, and it was like, "Who's our vice president? Joe Biden."
You didn't have to take the citizenship test.
Well, I don't want to talk about that.
You want to talk about becoming a citizen?
No, no.
Are you a citizen?
Yes.
Did you cheat to become a citizen? Is that what I'm hearing here? Oh no.
We all cheat.
No, let's not admit to that on the internet. You didn't. You studied hard.
I studied so hard, and I'm a citizen. My mom was very smart with it though, because she definitely did some smart shit. We don't need to talk about that.
That's off air.
American citizen, guys. Or they fucking deport me.
Yeah, don't deport you back to Jamaica, man. Bomba clot, I'm going home. They're taking me away. Bomba clot.
I could just marry you
Bomba clot.
for citizenship.
They're deporting me. Oh,
Marry
man.
my gay bestie.
Yeah, marry your gay best friend. They're deporting me. Oh, man. Bomba clot.
I would not do that. I would speak in the best American
If they
voice
came
ever.
and started and said, you're coming home, you wouldn't go, Bomba clot.
I was like, oh my goodness, please don't.
Your British accent.
Right, exactly.
You go, oh my God, she's British. Send her home.
No, they love the Brits over here.
No, we fucking don't. We hate the Brits. That's why we
You have them in
literally
all your fucking movies.
we fucking musketed the shit out of them to get them out of this fucking country. You know how much you know how hard it was, how much it takes to back then before the internet to rile people up to be like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck. Where's my gun? Where's my fucking musket? I'm gonna go in there and shoot that red fucking shirt wearing motherfucker.
Americans literally did everything that they could to get everybody out, except for themselves.
What do you mean themselves? Who are themselves?
You know what I'm talking about.
The Americans? What does that even mean?
The Pilgrims.
The Pilgrims
The
were
Americans.
Protestant weirdos who hung women at the Salem witch trials.
What a great time.
She's a witch.
She's a witch.
She's a
Yeah.
witch.
But no, I was saying. I feel like
Probably.
Americans
What do you think
did
the first thing somebody did for them to be like, that bitch is a witch? You think she twerked or something?
probably squirted.
Yeah. She probably squirted. And she's like, she's a witch. She's a witch. She squirted everywhere. She's a witch.
Yeah, that was probably some crazy
And they
shit.
burned her alive.
Right,
for
or
it.
she like orgasmed.
Yeah, the
'Cause
first
a
one.
a woman's orgasm is pretty crazy.
The first time a woman came, they just burned her alive for it.
Right.
She's a witch, Your Honor.
Start shaking.
Everybody's
Anyway.
like, oh man, I would love to go back in time and whatever, do this and that. I'm like, yeah, Ray, if you went back in time and started talking the way you did now, they would have burned you alive.
For real.
Okay, you're a fucking witch.
Right. I would hate to go back in time. In any time. Maybe
Yeah,
like the
especially
70s.
you.
Maybe the 70s.
I don't think you'd even want to go back to then.
The 80s?
Yeah, the fashion sucked in the 80s.
I would like.
music.
I love the music. Donna Summers was in the 80s. I love her.
Yeah, but then shit. I honestly, if I went to the
Houston.
if I went to
And
the
Michael
80s,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson's
Janet
so
Jackson.
overrated. I hate those overrated pedophiles. It's so wild to me that they freaking canceled Kanye, but still to this day they play Michael Jackson's music on the radio, and that guy raped the fuck out of kids.
Oh my god, can we change the subject? I feel like
They
we talk about children being raped.
They
every
care.
episode.
They care so much less if you rape kids than if you say anything about the Hasids. That's insane to me.
That is very insane.
They're like, oh my god, he's anti-Semitic, cancel him. That guy raped some kids though. He's all right.
Yeah.
Not so, because
That sounds about right.
they all fucking rape kids. I guess when you get to the high enough level, they just start fucking bending kids over. Just start fucking porking
All
them.
right, Kloss, please.
What else you got for me then?
Let's see.
Is that enough and you have nothing for me?
I think that's it.
That's all you've got for me?
Yes.
Then why should have just let me run on? Start Googling something and I'll just start rambling. They FTX or whatever, SBS, that fucking nerd. Keep Googling his as I ramble to the fans. His girlfriend, his ugly girlfriend turned on him. I saw that on the news. Google that girl. Just Google Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF girlfriend.
Free Tory Lanez is trending on Twitter.
But she's so ugly. I'm like, yeah, at one point, just look up SBF girlfriend. She literally looks like a squirrel. I'm like, how the fuck are you a billionaire and that's the pussy you get? Come on now. Yeah, exactly. You know can you imagine the pussy you could get with billions and billions of dollars?
Well,
And
when he doesn't look that good either.
who cares? Bill Gates gets pussy like none other, and that's one of the ugliest men of all time.
You have to have like swagger and like
No.
a certain.
No, you don't.
Even if you have money, it doesn't really matter. You have to have money plus.
No.
Yes.
You really don't. You're telling me Elon Musk has swag? You're telling me
Grimes isn't pretty to me.
You're telling me, and he barely even fuck her. He fucks everybody else in the world. You're telling me, what the fuck is his? Bill Gates. Yeah, you're telling me Bill Gates has swag? No, she doesn't floss. Look at those things. Tell me Bill Gates has swag. Her greasy ass hair.
Bill Gates has like a certain like
No, he does
A
not.
certain.
He
he
was
does.
fucking kids too.
I don't know. What does Bill
He
Gates
was.
look like?
Google that fucking weird look turtle necked motherfucker. He literally looks like a turtle.
Was I talking about George Bush? I don't know.
Prob-
Wait, no. That Clinton guy.
Look at that fucking guy.
No, the Clinton guy is what I was
This
talking
guy's
about.
the
Hillary
rich.
Clinton's
He's one of the
husband.
richest men ever. Right there.
Ew.
Getting pussy out the fucking walls right here. All the fucking hole he can handle.
Let's look up him when he was young.
Even weirder looking. Even weirder looking. Look at that fucking guy. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Pussy hound.
never.
Pussy hound right there.
Maybe he has like a certain sense of swag to him because
He doesn't. He has a. You know what his swag is? Billions of dollars. That's what the swag is.
you need a little charisma.
Nothing gets a pussy wetter than $100 bill. You know this. Somebody just starts throwing money at you.
No, my mind automatically goes into take advantage mode. Actually, not how can I fuck this nigga. It goes into how could I take all his money.
Well, these guys, they have it so protected in offshores accounts and shit. You're never going to get into their money. But
no, not necessarily that, but just how can I use my assets to get all his money?
even his ex-wife didn't even get that much. Melinda Gates. Oh, she got a good bit, but
Right.
she was
What?
ugly too. Is this these ugly motherfuckers being charged? It's so wild. I guess that's what happens when you're ugly. You're just like, how can I get in charge of people? Nobody good looking try to do that. They just go, can't we just get along? It's just these ugly troll fucks want to start telling people what to do. It's insanity.
Oh, what about that? Those bitches that went to the damn Supreme Court to try to get a place.
Oh, the Florida ladies. That was in the Supreme Court. They just went to some Fort Lauderdale town hall meeting thing. These 3 ladies showed up in full leather suits. Dominatrix, and they were campaigning saying, "You're wasting money on all this shit. I demand you, as your dom, to give $200,000 to a public dungeon for everybody." It was awesome. I would. Fort Lauderdale should have a public dungeon.
Would you frequent?
I'd probably check it out for the one time just to see what's up. A public dungeon. I've never even been to a dungeon though. Maybe we should check that out. You want to go to a dungeon?
Yeah, let's do it.
I could get a leather shirt. Check out a
A
dungeon.
leather shirt. That's it. You're supposed to have like the whole
Assless chaps,
ensemble.
right?
I'll probably wear.
What do you wear to a dungeon? Look up dungeon outfits, like
Okay,
dungeon club outfits. Because I was thinking I'll just wear all black, but I don't know though. Maybe I'll wear some assless chaps
Yeah, that would be a good one with a cowboy hat.
with a cowboy hat. Yes. Well, it's gonna be dungeon club attire. What are we gonna get? What do we get? What do we got? I can't wear that
I'd wear this one.
with your tits out.
Cool. Put some pasties on.
I feel like you gotta wear a big coat on for men though. What do the men wear? Maybe I don't want to go to a dungeon. As I'm looking at these nipple clamps wearing. So I guess if you show up looking like a cow, you can dress like a cowboy or apparently in all leather. What is up with the cowboy thing? Going to a. Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know. That's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, maybe I'm not into this. Yeah, the guy from the Gimp. Yeah, actually, I don't think I want to go to a dungeon anymore. I'd more or less want to people watch from across the street of the public dungeon because if you think about it,
you'd be a dungeon cook.
What weirdos would go to a public government-owned dungeon? It would have to be the stinkiest, smelliest,
it's
ugliest,
probably some of them
fattest
Supreme Court members in there.
It probably is those Congress. They were
Congress.
They were just like town hall representatives, basically. They weren't
Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court is a total different thing.
Same.
No, it's not.
It is.
The Supreme Court.
Please don't go into a description about the Supreme Court.
Fine, but it's not the same thing. Well, they demanded a public dungeon.
She said if you don't do it, she's gonna spank you. Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said she's gonna spank him.
You will get your spanking.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. I was getting a little turned on listening to her say, "Ooh, okay, let's get this action going."
Wants to be spanked, guys.
With a leather whip. by a big black man. That's what I want to be whipped by.
Oh my god.
SBF, that's what he needed. Go to a dungeon. He could have got Horace twice, the bitch that fucking squirrel he was fucking was. And imagine this, that wasn't even just his hole too. She was getting passed around by the other 9 members of his fucking crew.
Nerds be fucking though.
Do they?
Yes, I went to like a really nerdy like school. The like my school was a technology school, and everybody was like intermingling and doing things with each other and passing bitches around and stuff, and it was crazy. I mean, I
Then
didn't engage, but
you didn't get nerd fucked?
no. I mean, unless you count yourself.
Oh my god. That should count me. I'm gay though. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm cool. I'm not a nerd.
Okay.
I don't like nerd stuff.
Yeah, right.
I don't. I like
Download
cool
the Lego
stuff.
game for us.
Because what other 2-player games are you gonna be decent at? I figured what's an easy 2-player
I
game?
whooped your ass in Mortal Kombat multiple times.
Okay, that's fair. You beat me in Mortal Kombat, but I did end up after I started winning after we played a few games. I figured out the fucking controls.
That's me mocking him, guys.
But I just didn't want. I figured, what's an easy game that's 2-player that we could both play?
Those WWE games would be lit.
We gotta find one somewhere. I want to find one at a garage sale only. I want because I want an old one.
But specifically the old, right?
Yeah, I
the
want it to
original.
have Rey
Or
Mysterio,
the men can
John
be up to women, so I
Cena.
can pick a woman, you can pick a
Oh
man. We
my
can have a
god, domestic
battle.
Rey Mysterio, Undertaker. I don't know any of the new guys. I don't give a fuck about the new guys. I want the old schoolers.
Exactly.
The older I can get, the better. If I can get one with Hulk Hogan and people that were just so roided out of their mind, like, oh yeah, I fucking gonna die in 10 years of heart attack because my fucking heart's gonna explode from all the steroids.
Jeff Hardy.
But oh yeah, Chris Benoit, you know who that is? He shotgunned his whole fucking family. Chris Benoit, and then himself.
Oh my god.
And they did the day he died too. They had like WrestleMania on that day, and they're like, "R.I.P. to Chris Benoit. Let's have a moment of silence for him." And then the next day, it came out that he like fucking gun blasted his wife and kids, and then hung himself with a
What
shotgun.
the fuck?
CTE, man. That's what it be doing. Get hit in the head for a living. That's what happens every now and then.
Damn.
He was like the first CTE dude to fucking go off too. Can you imagine? Like, Daddy's home. Wham! Fucking shotgun your fucking ass.
That's some scary shit.
That'd be fucking nuts. All right, well, we're going to take another little break here, and we'll be back with some more topics. Maybe there's some Florida man behavior going on. And we're back. Sri Lanka's ex-presidential advisor, now presidential advisor, has been caught on camera fucking a dog.
Fucking a what?
Fucking a dog, his pet dog. His girlfriend turned him in for it. Another snitching bitch. 2 snitching bitches in 1 week. 3 if you count Gunna, but I mean the guy's girlfriend turned him in. She said that, yeah, I was his girlfriend. I met him online, and I was his girlfriend for about 2 years. And I started noticing that my dog was acting really weird after he made me record him fucking my dog. Yeah, the dog's gonna act weird. He's been penetrated by an adult man.
What the fuck?
He's dog fucking it.
So was the dog a guy or a girl?
Oh, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl dog. Honestly, that's a good question. Oh man, yeah, if you're a gay dog fucker over there in Sri Lanka, God, that's some next level behavior.
Nasty as fuck.
It's one thing to fuck a dog, it's another thing to be a gay dog. To fuck a dog. Gay? To have gay sex with a dog? To have gay sex with a dog.
Gay dog bestiality sex.
Fuck. But I guess that's just typical. Sri Lanka's in the Middle East or Africa? Where's that at? Give it a Google. But I guess that's typical, over there, other side of the world behavior to fuck an animal. Over here we fuck kids. Over there they fuck animals and probably kids too. Where's Sri Lanka? Middle East? Africa?
I'm looking 1 second.
Hurry up.
I'm trying.
That's Africa.
Well, it's near India.
No, India. Oh, so it's the Asians.
Mm.
It's Asians.
Sounds about right.
In Sri Lanka.
Take that back. Wait.
This is Raj. and I'm going to fuck your dog. I'm going to put my dick in your dog's asshole. I'm calling from the IRS. I have camera recording of you fucking your dog. You'll have to pay me in Walmart gift card, or else you'll go to jail. My name is Steven. Yes, I'm not Mandip.
Oh my god.
So yeah, what's this guy's girlfriend turned him in,
Well, as she should.
as she should. Come on now, ride or die.
No.
If you fucked a dog, I wouldn't turn you in.
If you fuck the dog, I'm turning you in.
Well, you heard that first. What if I killed someone? Would you turn me in?
No.
If that, are you fucking kidding me? If I killed someone, you wouldn't turn me in. But if I fucked a dog, you
Yeah, because one.
Let's hear this defense.
One. Why are you fucking anybody else? Even if it's a dog. And
Only
two.
fuck guys. I
Right.
fuck a boy dog, I guess.
Please take that back.
I wouldn't really. But
All right. One. Right. That was my first one. And then two, it's a fucking innocent animal. It's like fucking a child. No, it's definitely worse to fuck a child. God. I don't even know what's worse.
apparently, killing someone's not as bad.
No.
What?
If it was like an accident or self defense.
No, it would be like. I would say it was like a revenge killing.
What'd they do to you?
What's the pettiest thing I could kill someone for? They scratched Mitsukisha on purpose and looked me right in the eye, and I just fucking roundhouse them right to the head, and it killed them on accident.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
We'd hide it together.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. What if I fucked and killed the dog? And just said I just
I'm
killed
telling
it.
on you.
You're telling me?
I'm telling your mommy.
Telling my mom. Your son is a dog fucker.
I'm telling everybody.
He's a dog fucker.
No, I don't even know what I would do. I think I would just have to
Probably tell at that
detach and leave.
probably just prepare my political campaign at that point.
Right, because then you could be the president of Sri Lanka.
I could fucking run for office. I could really take over if I had the mentality of a dog fucker.
Right, they'd be like, "Damn, he fucked a dog. He could do anything."
Yeah. If you fuck dogs, you can do anything.
Did he wear a condom?
Oh, I doubt it. He was probably raw dog in that fucking. I wonder what type of dog it was.
It was probably a corgi. You know, they'd be
A
thick.
little dog?
The corgis be thick.
But it's a little dog.
Why are we talking?
I'm thinking he would need. I mean, he was Indian, so he probably did have a little pecker. Probably wasn't. What type of dogs do they even have in India? Look up dogs they have in India. Do they have different dogs in India? Dogs of India.
Dogs of or dogs in?
Either way.
They have an Indian prairie dog. I don't think
Is that? Oh yeah, I bet it was that dog. That right there. That looks exactly like the dog he was probably fucking.
that is so
These Indian prairie dogs. I bet you any fucking money that's what he was fucking. Oh yeah, look at how it's showing its ass. No wonder he couldn't resist. They're so dirty over there. It's insane. You see the videos all the time of people shitting in the river and then somebody downstream like getting a glass and being like glug 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 glug. Oh, I love this water, and there's this fucking human shit in the water. People shit in the streets there. They have bathrooms, and people will leave their house where they have a perfectly good bathroom and go and shit out in the road.
Why?
Because that's just part of their culture over there. Public defecation.
Is this a real thing or are you just
Yes,
being
there's a whole
ignorant?
TED talk on it. There's a whole TED talk on public defecation. An
Oh,
Indian woman,
There's a TED Talk.
a woman from India puts it on, and she tries to explain how it's like part of their culture.
Can we watch it later?
It's not that interesting, but you can. I've seen it 3 times, but
I don't want to watch it by myself.
I don't want to watch it
It's gonna look like
again.
watching
I've
a
seen it
fucking
enough.
public defecation
I've seen it
video.
enough. I already know the point. I've seen it enough, but it's part of their culture. Like, oh, we shit in the road here. It's just like a thing they do. It's like
Is it like better for the plants or something?
No, because they're doing it on pavement and stuff. They put out a little piece of cloth, their little shit rag, and they shit on it.
We should name this
It's just like saying good morning here in America. They shit in the road.
We should name this episode "Shitting on the Road."
Shitting in the road for the last segment.
Mm.
It's just a part of life over there in India and Sri Lanka and those places. Just to shit in the road and to bathe in human shit. It's what they do.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth? Okay. Do we have any other topics left or no?
I'm writing down the title of this episode.
Okay, well, I've been playing it. I got a new video game
Oh, what's a
called
new video game?
High on Life,
Mm.
made by the creators of Rick and Morty. It is so much fucking fun. Your gun talks to you the whole time, and he just like says the wildest shit, like, "Oh, I don't think we need to kill those guys. They weren't really in our way that much. I
You
don't."
sound just like him.
I'm doing a good Morty. I don't think we really need to kill them. They weren't really in the way that bad. And there was this. There's a little TV shows on, like if you walk around the town. And there was this one where these three sock puppets, and the one puppet's like, "Hey, I want you to. I know you fucked my girlfriend, but I want you to do it again in front of me because it'll be funny." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Because they've already comedy, they've already explored tragedy, they've had anti-comedy. I think the next one's gonna be revenge comedy and humiliation comedy. So I want you just to fuck my girlfriend in front of me." And it's these two sock puppets. It was so fucking funny because eventually his girlfriend comes by and they fuck each other and he just starts laughing and they're like, normally I really enjoy fucking Steve, but I'm not really enjoying having sex with Steve while you're standing there laughing at me like this.
Oh my God.
Why are you laughing like that? You've never laughed like this before. And
Not you. What the fuck?
it's so fucking funny. But basically the premise of the game is there's an alien invasion and you get a bunch of talking guns and you go around just killing the fucking aliens. And the dialogue's so funny. I bought cum off this one little alien. He sold me a vial of his cum. There's this farting. He's an alien who just farts out of his mouth. I bought him a drum, and now he's like a rock star, traveling the world, rocking out, playing his drum. I can't wait to play more of it. Honestly, it's so much fun. The special move is he'll be like, "Oh, all right, use my special move. Fire a glob shot right out of my trick hole."
Your trick hole.
His trick hole is what he calls where his glob shot comes from. So I recommend it's free on Game Pass. I wouldn't pay money for this, but it is so worth the free play if you've got it. Game Pass.
Do you think that Avatar gets movie of the week this week?
Movie of the week? No.
Damn. So Bad Santa beat.
Oh yeah, because I would watch. Oh, Bad Santa, especially. But you're thinking of Violent Night.
Violent Night. My bad.
I would watch Violent Night again. I could not sit through a second session of Avatar 2. I could not sit through a second session. Movie of the week. We're gonna go with John Wick.
Yeah, because
We're gonna go with John Wick because I saw
we can watch it on the laptop.
yeah, that one it needs the big screen because it's more of a.
HDMI cord.
You need that good quality though. We'll look for it
You're
later.
so annoying.
I'm telling you, that's the movie you need good quality for.
Just
But
go
we'll
watch
look for
it.
it. Okay, well it is a banger. The first one especially. The next two are kind of eh. The fourth one looks like it might be better than the third one though. The third one they kind of shoehorned Halle Berry into it. And they keep putting her into stuff she doesn't belong in, I think. She's in some decent shit, but now she's been kind of like, you know what I think it is? I think they think she's like a black icon. And they keep putting her in movies to try to get black people to go see them. I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
Just like why, Disney fucking puts a bunch of black people in there. That way they can try to manipulate the vote for the Democratic Party.
Shut up.
That's what they're doing. That's why they made Annie black. That's why they made The Little Mermaid black.
It's not why they made The Little Mermaid.
Yes, yes, it is.
No,
They
it's
knew.
not.
Yes, it is. They knew exactly what they were doing. They
The
go,
Little Mermaid would have got.
"Oh no, 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 no!" They didn't care.
Bailey is just
That's
a
not what they're
talented
doing, though.
character.
That's not what they were doing. They're
Yes,
going,
it is.
"Hold on." They made her black because then they knew people would complain, and it would make them look bad, and it would make more people go, "Oh my god, I'm gonna vote Republican with these racist fuckers." No way, I'll vote Democrat. And more black people are going to vote the way, yeah, they're going to vote that way.
No,
They're
I
earning
promise
over
you,
the
black
black
people
vote.
are not thinking that deep.
I promise. No, not black people. White people who want to pretend that they're woke. Not that many black people
Shut
vote.
up.
Not that many black people vote. They're going for the middle class white vote. That's what wins elections.
I mean, but they're gonna vote whatever way they want to vote anyway. So that's just a dumb take to me.
Disney people are so
I
easily
understand
manipulated.
any other bring back
Disney
Bring the mic to
people,
me, please.
Disney people
Bring
are
the mic to
so
me.
easily manipulated. They manipulate Disney people so easily. Come on now.
Stop silencing my word. Stop silencing the word of a black woman, Kloss.
Hitler.
Oh my God, he did it again.
Walt Disney loved
Cancel him,
Hitler.
guys.
Walt Disney absolutely loved Hitler, and they just ignore that shit. They don't give a fuck.
It is 2022. Hitler is dead. We don't give a fuck about Hitler.
Allegedly.
Get over it.
It's allegedly dead.
That nigga is dead. Because even if, sorry, I can't say that
You
word.
gotta wait to Argentina.
Even if he got to Argentina, he'd be like 96 right now.
He'd be dead now, yeah, because he was a meth head.
Okay, so Hitler's dead. Get over it. Okay.
Yeah, but Walt
That's not what-
Disney.
Stop silencing.
Walt
my
Disney
word.
is a Nazi, and everything about Disney is Nazi behavior.
Anyways, Halle Bailey is talented.
Nazi.
Can't deny it. And a multiple white women also auditioned, and they didn't get it. Simple. So for that movie, shut the fuck
It doesn't
up.
matter that
Everything
they
else you
didn't.
can say what you
No,
wanna say.
they were putting a black lady in there. No ifs, ands, or buts. They didn't care. They needed to
Not
make.
true.
They needed to show face. Say, okay, come and
Not true.
audition,
Because if
whiteys.
that was the case, they could have literally made her a darker black woman. She's
They're doing it to keep Joe Biden in there because, of course, they're gonna make her light skinned. Are you kidding me? They know nobody would have went and actually saw a dark skinned lady. Come
Yes,
on,
they
they knew
would've.
better than that.
Literally, what are you talking about? The whole Black Panther franchise is filled with dark skinned people.
That's a different thing though, because
No, it's
that's
not.
black men kicking the shit out of people. No one wants
It's
to
also
see.
black. There's mainly dark skinned black women as well.
Look at how they already don't give a fuck. They're already thinking Meg the Stallion a liar, even though it was proved in court. They don't. People
He got a
hate.
point.
Yeah, the
He
people.
got a point there.
People be. They needed to make her light skinned. They go, okay, we can start to put some black people in there, but don't make them too dark.
No,
Come
that's
on now.
not what it is. She's just genuinely talented.
No, that Disney was saying we can keep.
If
We
you
will
look at
take
her
some.
face-
We will have some black people in our movies, but we won't make them too dark. God damn it!
Stop
This
saying-
freaking Avatar movie. Avatar, they try to make them like
This
black
one
people.
mic shit is trash.
They try to make the Avatar like black people, but they're all white people with dreadlocks. They're doing blueface. They're playing them blueface, baby. Blueface, baby. They're doing blueface, baby, for the damn movie.
Why
This
the
is
best
Disney.
episode of this one mic?
Because I'm silencing you and just ranting. That's why.
Damn. So you're saying all of you to shut up?
Sometimes.
Just cancel him, guys.
Can't cancel me. I'm gay. Anyway, that's been that's been episode 6 of Kloss A Commotion. Another short one until we get a second mic because it's frustrating me to pass this back and forth.
It's not frustrating you. You're
So-
really enjoying actually silencing me.
Anyways, that's the end of the episode.
Bye.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas. Merry Christmas and
Like the
fuck
video.
your mother.